Hey yo, what's up? Here's a review for the new movie Nope, directed by Jordan Peele and starring Daniel Kaluuya, Kiki Palmer, Brandon Pierre, and Steve Yeun. So this movie is basically about Kiki Palmer's character Emerald and Jordan Peele's character OJ, who are the kids of a father who's basically a horse rancher who trains horses to be in movies and TV shows and stuff like that. And their father dies, and now they have the ranch to themselves. But as they're kind of getting their things together and trying to figure out how they're going to deal with this ranch and how they're going to continue to try to make money, something mysterious happens, and then you get all type of presences and stuff like that that come in and really make things crazy for them. So this movie is really like a sci-fi mixed with horror, a little bit of a thriller in it, and it's right up a lot of what Jordan Peele alley of how he makes horror movies and stuff like that. I would say that this movie has a lot of really interesting things it does, especially with the way it uses the kind of atmosphere, the setting, and the way it has the characters kind of move. I think that Daniel Kaluuya and Kiki and Stephen Yeun all did a pretty good job with their acting roles here. I really like Stephen Yeun here, who's he's playing somebody who now owns a ranch, but used to be a young actor back in the day, and something crazy happened while he was on set that kind of changed his life forever. And now he's having to deal with, where he's going in this future, and dealing with this new job that he has right now, trying to make something out of it, which was really, really interesting. And I was interested throughout what happened to his character. And the same thing for Dan Kaluuya's and Kiki Palmer's characters. I was really enjoying a lot of how they were acting, the mystery that they were going through, and what's happening on their little ranch was really, really interesting, and just enjoyed seeing them do that. There was a couple of characters in here that I was like, with the character of Angel, who was played by Brandon Pierre, and Ann Teller's or Michael Wincott's character. Both of them were just okay for me. I didn't really enjoy the characters so much, especially the Michael Wincott character. I was like, I'm not really feeling this so much, but it was what it was. I think the best thing about this movie, like I said, is the mystery itself, is the kind of interesting ideas that Jordan Peele is playing with here. I really enjoyed how it's kind of like a sci-fi idea where if you've seen the trailers, it's something to deal with extraterrestrials in some type of way, and how he puts his own twist on it is really, really interesting. And I really enjoyed them trying to tell this story here. Now, the mixed feelings I have about this movie is that, one, it is way too long at over, 2 hours plus long. It is just way too long, and it doesn't really use its time in a great way for me. I just felt that the pacing wasn't great, and that it dragged at moments there where I felt like, okay, let's move on here, let's get something going here. I don't think Jordan Peele's ideas really fleshed out here. I don't think that the actual mystery itself kind of contained itself throughout the whole movie, nor what is as interesting as I thought it would be. It kind of fell flat at parts for me here, which I enjoyed the story in the most part, but there were just some things about it that I was like just wanting more out of it, especially what the being thing that was kind of they're dealing with here and stuff like that. Like, I kind of wish that some of the stuff that you saw in the trailer was a little bit more of actually what the thing was. Like, I kind of had more crazier ideas to what it could have been than what it was, which I like the twist that he put on it, but I wish it was just a little bit more there. I actually like the backstory of Stephen Yeun's character a lot, and it kind of seemed like there was something going on more with that it didn't really fly into fruition into what the movie itself was, which I was like, man, there was something actually interesting happening there with what happened on that set, and then where it was going with the thing that was kind of causing the issue there. That was really, really interesting. And they used a lot of flashbacks in this movie, but I don't think that the main character's flashbacks were enough there. I wanted more of that. Like, what happened with Kiki Palmer's character in the past, which you never saw her actually as a kid. They needed a flashback. You saw one with Dan Kaluuya's character, but what happened with them at the past, how it's influencing what's happening right now. It's how is it changing their minds, or kind of like how it did with Signs, where their flashbacks kind of really, really influenced and fleshed out the characters, and kind of gave you more into what was going on to get them to this point. That's something I really, really wanted a little bit more of here, and I don't think they had just enough of that. Like, this movie just feels like a lot of missed opportunities for me, to where I'm like, yo, I'm loving a lot of what you're doing here, Jordan Peele. I'm really entertained by a lot of this movie, and as the whole movie itself, it was pretty entertaining. I felt really good about this movie as far as a lot of what it went, but I do have to say, man, it just felt like a good amount of wasted opportunity here. And like, I just wanted a little bit more of something that I just wasn't getting here. And it kind of left me like throughout the movie just going, yeah, this is pretty okay. So yeah, for me, this movie is probably a 2.75 to a 3 out of 5. I'm probably a little bit more closer to a 3 out of 5. It's an okay movie. It's fine, but it doesn't reach the heights of the last two movies for me. But as a popcorn movie, as a summer flick, especially as some original piece of content that you don't get a lot of these days, especially pushing into the theaters, I thought it did an okay job for what it was. So yeah, that's my review for Nope. I'm out of here. Peace.